Hello and welcome. This is Smart Systems, and we are very glad you could join us today. Those of you who have been with us in the past know this set of ground rules by heart by now, probably. But those who are joining for the first time, this is for your benefit. So every week, we try to give you as much quality information as possible on a given topic within a fairly short amount of time. We start with a 20 to 30-minute presentation, and then we open it up for questions at the end. We absolutely love answering questions, as many as possible. So please use the built-in chat function here in Zoom to ask us anything that pertains to the subject matter. Feel free to use this built-in chat function as the presentation goes on, but note that we will begin addressing questions once the presentation is done. If your question does not get answered in the course of the Q&A, do not worry, we will catch that in the little internal review session that we hold each week after the webinar. We'll create a ticket for you, and the support technician will be in touch shortly thereafter. Keep in mind, this is a general information session. We'd be happy to continue one-on-one interaction with you if necessary, if you'd like us to help you explore further outside of this meeting. Again, this is a weekly event. Last week we had to cancel at the last moment due to circumstances beyond our control, but generally speaking, we try to hold these every week on Wednesdays at this time. You will get a separate invitation for each of these events. And we're also hoping to have some in-person sessions concurrently with the Clean Show in Atlanta, which is coming up very, very shortly. Please note that the meeting is being recorded so we can continue to offer you the best service in the industry. By this Friday, we'll make the recording link available to you so you can review at your convenience. Lastly, we're always excited to get feedback from you. Shortly after the webinar, you'll be receiving a link to a mercifully brief survey. Please take just a couple of minutes of your time to help us make these events better and more informative for you in the future. You're also welcome to get in touch with us via email. That's webinars@smartsystems.com, webinars plural at smrtsystems.com. So with all of this out of the way, it's my pleasure to introduce Josh Nye, our head of product. He'll be our keynote speaker today. He'll give you an overview of the new and exciting marketing packages and capabilities of Smart. Welcome, Josh.
Thank you, Art. Hello, everybody. Very excited to share this with you today. We've been working on a marketing package for some time now, and we've beta tested it with about 20 different cleaners, and the results have been really impressive. And so we wanted to share that with you today. So what we're offering is a 3-part package that's fully customizable, and you can pick from any of the 3 different packages or get them all together. And by purchasing all 3 packages, you get a fully bespoke option with a lot more customization available. And so what are the 3 different products we're offering? So the first is digital reviews. So, Google Reviews, we have our own review platform integrated there. And there's email marketing and SMS marketing, and then social media management. And they all tie really well together. And from my perspective, what I've seen, it seems like it's a much better value to your business when you use all 3 products, and I'll go into why. So the reviews is very important for getting new customers, especially in today's digital world. So for example, whenever I'm in a new city or looking something up, I generally go to Google Maps to find a dry cleaner or a restaurant. And immediately, anything with 3 stars or less, I'm kind of just ignoring that off the bat. Just like, if you're walking on the street and you want to get food and there's 2 pizza places, one's got a C- rating on the health score in the window, the other one's got an A+, you're probably going to go to the A+ pizza shop. So it's the Google Reviews is essentially a digital storefront for your business. It's very important that you have good reviews so that you drive new customers to your business. So the way that the reviews work is that they are sent to customers after they receive their order back, whether that's a pickup from the store or a delivery. And then each of your stores, then a text is sent to that customer or an email if they don't have a cell phone on file. And it asks them, how was your experience, positive or negative? And then if it was positive, we forward them on to Google for them to leave a review. If it was negative, you get a message directly to your platform so that you can resolve their issue and not generate a negative review. So building up that digital storefront is super important to getting new customers. Now, after you've gotten a customer, you want to keep them. So for that, we've developed an automated SMS and email marketing program that's dynamic based on the customer's action. So because we have all of the data that's occurring within your system, so Josh had an order this date, hasn't been back. Matt has orders every week and he's a happy camper. He continually comes in every week. So using that individualized data and an event-based actions can then take place. So if this actually happened to me yesterday, so I've been out of town for about 5 weeks and I went to a cleaner before I left, haven't been back. Yesterday, I got a 30% off coupon in my email because I came in once, never came back. And so then they're trying to get me back. Just so happens that I've got a bunch of stuff I need to get cleaned as well as tailored. And I was going to look up a new cleaner, but with that email in my inbox, I was like, oh, I don't need to go look one up. Just use the cleaner I've used before. So using dynamically triggered marketing to keep customers is super valuable. So rather than just blanketing out a 30% coupon to every customer, which they could have done and had the same result on me in particular, we're using the intelligence that we have because we have all this data in your system. And so tying those together so that you're not just blanketing out a 30% off coupon to your entire business when you don't have to is super valuable. And it means that the marketing you're doing has a higher ROI because of it. So you don't need to tell Matt, who comes in every week, that he gets 30% off because he's been coming in. But Josh, who came in once and then hasn't been back in 5 weeks, let's send him an email and get him to come back. So using that to keep customers and to only give away what you have to give away. And then the next piece is social media. And what we're doing here is we're managing your social media for you, creating content and posting it automatically on a schedule. So we've got, I think, 8 people on staff working on this project. 5 of them are copywriters and have social media experience, and have built followings before. So in dry cleaning, it's not as sexy as the rest of Instagram or social media may be. However, just posting a picture of your dry cleaning machine or a sale, that's not what's going to drive engagement or build on the relationship that you have with the customer. What is interesting tips and tricks. So for example, on one of our posts, it said, put 4 ice cubes in the dryer with your t-shirts if they're wrinkled and turn it on for 20 minutes and boom, the wrinkles are gone. I use that trick all the time. And the other day, my mom texted me, how many ice cubes and for how long? And so because I got that trick from my dry cleaner, I'm going to remember that. And then because it's from them, it's creating a relationship with me where I'm engaging with them and they're providing valuable content to me on a regular basis. And that just continues that relationship. Dry cleaning is all about trust, right? We're giving our most sacred and delicate pieces of clothing to a stranger in most cases. And it's on you guys to take care of it and to return it back. So creating that, and you're gonna make mistakes. Every dry cleaner does. Everybody makes mistakes. But if you've got a relationship with the customer where they came to you because you had a very high Google review score, you got targeted email marketing to keep you as a loyal customer, and then that relationship was built on by your social media posts. When you inevitably make a mistake, that customer is way more likely to be forgiving if that relationship is built, because dry cleaning is all about trust and it's all about relationships. So these 3 pillars of this marketing program all tied together really help you gain new customers, keep them, and create that trust that's so important in this business. So I'm going to move on to kind of more details of the review platform. So here's that experience I talked about. So you come in, you drop off, you pick up, and you get a text a couple hours later once you've gotten the items home and looked at them. How's your experience, positive or negative? If it's, this is the mobile version, obviously, this is the web version. If it's positive, we go to Google. If it's negative, you'll receive a message with their complaint or for whatever they write into that field. Or if they don't write anything, you still get an alert that Josh was unhappy, and then you or one of your staff can reach out and resolve that. So some people don't have Google accounts, and so we also have an option here to leave a review on our platform, so Smart Reviews, and that way you're still getting your review count up regardless of whether they have a Google account or not. So here's a really good illustration of how effective this is. So this was a cleaner, and they this is before they turned on the review platform. And in May, when we tested it out for a month, immediately they spiked up to 54 reviews in 1 month. We then turned it off in June for some more testing and different testing stuff. But in 1 month, they almost quadrupled, or maybe even more than that, all the reviews they've ever gotten in the past. So, and now their average rating is 4.9. One of our beta customers, I think, got 1,000 reviews in the past few months that he's been testing it. And he's got 4 or 5 stores. So really powerful in terms of there's immediate results here. As soon as you turn it on right away, as long as you're doing generally a good job, you'll see an immediate spike in your reviews. And having those reviews, not only is it great for someone seeing that and saying, oh, great, they've got a 4.9 star rating and they've got 67 reviews, it also increases your SEO. So if someone just Googles or even Bings dry cleaner in my area, because you've got these reviews, whether it be on Google or on our review platform, your SEO is going to go way up and you're going to score more highly and show up higher in the Google results. So into marketing and whether it's email or SMS. So we've got, I don't know, 25, 30 different emails we send out. And like I talked about earlier, they're event-based and trigger-driven. So in Smart, we already track a customer's pattern. So if Josh spends $1,000 a month, but he only comes in 1 time a month, then, Josh comes in every month and he spends $1,000, but he only comes in once. Matt comes in 4 times a month and spends $250 each week. So both customers spend $1,000 a month, but they have very different patterns. So if Matt doesn't come in for 2 or 3 weeks, he's out of pattern and we flag him as lost. If Josh doesn't come in for 3 weeks, that's totally normal and we do not flag him as lost. So we've already got that logic built into the system. And then expounding on that, we're using the marketing tool in collaboration with that automation of tracking lost clients to then send out an email here indicating or saying, hey, we miss you, come back, it's been a while. And we can customize all the pictures and all the text for you, whatever flair or branding you want to put on it. We're happy to do that. But the key is that we're hitting the right customers with the right emails at the right time. So again, this one here is for a big client. So that purple icon in your system, anytime you see that, that's top 20% of customers. This email targeted directly at them. This one here is more general, just anyone that's out of pattern and not just a big customer. So for this example, you may just want to send a we miss you email with no promotion. Whereas for the high value customer, it's much better to send out a coupon because they're more valuable and you want to retain them. Some more examples. So whether you guys run weekly specials, monthly specials, or you want to start doing that, we've got a system in place to handle that for you. Now, social media management. So this piece here is just a calendar kind of showing the schedule of releases coming up, and you'll have full approval on anything that goes out, where you can say, you know, yes, I like that. No, I don't post that. I want to change this. Whatever there's a process for you to review all of it, and a dashboard for you to see that. So here's kind of an example of that ice cube anecdote. So baking soda gets stains out, whatever it does there. So yeah, I mean, the key here, I think, is that by using all three of these in tandem, you're getting new customers, using that digital storefront. It's very important. It's, you know, even more of a presence, especially if you're than your actual store, especially if you're heavy in routes. So they're never going to see your store. They don't know that there's, you know, dust in the back or the counter is messed up and we need to replace it. They're never going to see that because they're only interacting with you through the internet. So the digital storefront, super, super important. Once you've got a customer, you really want to keep them, and you want to track their patterns, and as an individual rather than as a whole, and market to them or reach out to them based on the actions that they take, rather than a generalized approach of, we're doing, you know, 30% off for everybody today. And then building relationships. So social media, you know, like I said, providing information and content that's valuable to the customer without having to actually do it yourself is, you know, just turn it on and let it go, and you don't need to hire a full-time social media person. So using all three of these together, we've seen a crazy amount of success with the product, and we're really excited to bring it all out to you guys. Art, do you want to open it up to Q&A?
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like we have at least one raised hand out there, and we try to keep all the mics muted except those of the presenters, just to avoid any auditory disruptions. But you are most welcome to use the chat function to ask any questions that pertain to the general subject of marketing or anything that Josh has covered so far. Thank you very much for the compliments that are coming in the chat. We appreciate that. What's the cost is the question, Josh, that just came into chat.
This isn't the code. So like I said, it's a la carte. There's 3 different platforms or products we're offering. So if you pick one, it's $5.99. If you pick 2, it's $160, and then all 3 is $13.50, and that's gets you the bespoke access to like really dig into it and customize more. But all 3, if you just pick 1 or pick 2, it's fully customizable. It's not just cookie cutter. You get what you get. We want it to be something that, you know, aligns with your branding and really truly creates value for you.
When will this be available is a question that came in.
I believe you can sign up now. It's our first day. It's our official launch to the public.
Yeah, our director of marketing is nodding. That's always a good sign. What are the options for SMS if someone does not have a lot of email addresses in the database, but they do have phone numbers?
So all of the reviews are text message first. So if they don't have a cell phone, we'll email them. And then on the marketing side, if they don't have an email, we'll send them a text. So, and you can use that as well. So one of the campaigns, as we call it, is to, you know, have people update their information. So if someone doesn't have an email and they come in, pick up their order, they get the review, leave a positive review, we know they're happy. We know that they're happy with us, then we can send them a text saying, hey, it looks like we have incomplete information. Click here. They'll send them their custom link that logs them right into their account automatically, and then have them update their email. So like I said, tying all three together really just creates way more value than each one individually, although each one individually, they all add value.
Where does the link in the SMS lead to? I believe is the question. I'm rephrasing, but will the original says, will the SMS take the customer to the website or to the store with the link that's included?
So just like any of the texts that are sent directly from the POS, whether that's, hey, your order is ready, or manually texting someone, or whether it's an email, every link or every message, that comes out of Smart, the POS, has to a particular customer, has a unique link for that customer. And when they click on it or when they tap on it, it opens up their account, their customer portal that has their name, their wardrobe with all their items, their active orders, their credit card, their address. So because it's our product and this is an add-on to that, we have that same functionality built into our SMS and email marketing, where every email or text that a customer gets has their unique link to access their account.
All right, Josh, next question. Is this something Smart is doing on its own, or are you partnering up with another marketing company?
It's on our own and it's fully in-house. So the staff that's working on this product sit 10 feet away from our support team and 10 feet away from our sales team.
How do we customize our brand to an SMS or email?
So during the onboarding process, you'll review all of the copy and the messages. So you'll provide us, general information, logos, socials, email addresses, things that are relevant to the product. And then during the onboarding process, you'll be able to say, oh, can you change this? Can you change that? Or whatever it may be. And then continuing on, if you decide that a month later, 2 months later, you want to change something, we're happy to do that.
Right. And then just to interject here, and not to try to turn this into a sales pitch or anything, but what's, for anybody who wants to sign up, what's the best way for them to reach out to us?
Parker. So email marketing at smartsystems.com. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Next question is, can this be integrated with existing paid Google Ads data to provide better tracking conversions?
If you're using our API for your website, you can do it right away. But right now, that's probably a phase 2 connection. But yes, that's totally on our mind and on the horizon. Obviously, you want to really track that ROI, and having your Google Ads connected to Smart and then the marketing platform as well, it really gives you great insight into your business.
Is there any limit on ad changes?
I mean, no, but yeah, no, there's not.
All right, we'll give everybody another minute or two to use the chat function to ask us any questions. Thank you so much for to everyone who's already used that. Here's one for the trigger-based marketing. Is one of the campaigns reminding customers to come pick up their orders?
Yep. 7, 14, 30, 60, 90 days. There's one for each of those.
And can we circle back to pricing? Looks like that's still on the screen, but Josh, if you could cover that one more time, please. We have a request.
Yep. So there's 3 products, right? One is the trigger-based marketing, so email and SMS. Then you've got the reviews, so that's your social proof and your digital storefront. It's really important to build up. And the third product is social media management. It's an a la carte system, so you can pick just one of them, or you can pick 2. So if you decide to use 2 of them, you could do the reviews and the trigger-based marketing, or you could do the reviews and the social, or the social and the marketing. If you pick one, you just pick one of the products. If you pick all three, you get all three. Correct.
And
That's a cost
just to
monthly.
clear, yep. Thank you, Josh. In the order ready triggers, they're going to be the price of the order on the reminder.
No. Let's say it's this actually happened to me 5 years ago in Buffalo. We sent a text out reminding someone to pick up their order that had been there for 2 years, and it was a $500 wedding gown. He goes, "Oh, I wish I hadn't picked it up, but here I am." So I don't know that that adds a lot of value. They can also see the price of their. I think they can see the price of their order on the portal. So that text has a link, and they can see their active orders.
Well, great. Thank you all so much for those great questions. And again, to reiterate, you're welcome to reach out to the marketing team directly with any questions that you may still have, or to sign up for one or more of these packages at marketing@smartsystems.com. Josh, thank you so much for the presentation. Just a few quick words in closing. To reiterate some of the points made before, by this Friday, you should be getting an email with the link to the recording of this webinar so you can review and re-review as necessary. It will also be available on our YouTube channel. If you haven't been to our YouTube channel, please go check it out and subscribe, and that way you'll get notifications when new content is added, not just these webinars, but other recordings as well. As we mentioned before, you'll be receiving a very, very brief survey at the end of this in just a few minutes. It will only take you a minute to complete, so we would much appreciate your feedback on how we can make these events as productive as possible for you. And we hope to see you again next week at this time when we return to the subject of pickup and delivery to wrap up our three-part series. We'll discuss the features and benefits of using the desktop interface versus our mobile delivery app, so please expect the invitation for that to show up in your inbox very soon. Thank you again for joining us. Have a great day.
Thanks, Art.